How dangerous is talking to a stranger online? For one popular boy, a simple chat game turned into a 5-day living nightmare. He thought he was talking to a harmless online friend, but he was actually walking right into a terrifying trap. You will never look at your phone the same way again. There are online stories that sound like fake urban legends, but when you look closely, the reality is much darker. Today, I want to tell you the true story of what really happened to a boy who completely disappeared after using a famous app called Talking Angela. Before we start, give it a like right now because this story that happened 2 years ago is one of the most disturbing ones I have investigated. Subscribe and activate notifications because what I am going to tell is going to make you never look at that app the same way again. This story happened exactly 2 years ago in a city where a boy lived. Let's call him Tom. Tom was that type of popular teenager that everyone knew at school. He played soccer on the school team. He had a good grade point average in classes. He was charismatic, friendly, always surrounded by friends. Tom was also an active Roblox player. He spent his afternoons after practice in his room, cell phone in hand, playing different games, chatting with friends online. It was a normal teenager routine in 2024, nothing out of the ordinary. Tom had a girlfriend for 6 months. Let's call her Amy. Amy was 15 years old. She went to the same school as Tom. They had met at a mutual birthday party. At first, the relationship was sweet, normal. They went to the movies together, took pictures, posted Instagram stories calling each other love of my life. But as the months went by, Amy began to change. She became increasingly jealous, more controlling. She wanted to know where Tom was at all times. Who was he talking to? What was he doing on his cell phone? She checked his social media constantly, checked who liked his photos, who commented. Tom at first thought it was cute. What did it mean? That Amy loved him a lot, but he started to feel suffocated. Amy sent him messages every 5 minutes, demanding to know where he was. If Tom took a long time to reply, Amy accused him of being with other girls, of hiding things. Tom's friends started telling him that Amy was toxic, that relationship was not healthy, but Tom defended her. He said she was just insecure, that with time it would get better. What Tom didn't know is that there was another girl watching this whole situation with a very different interest. In the same school, there was a 16-year-old girl. Let's call her Zoe. Zoe had been in love with Tom since she first saw him in the first year of middle school, but Tom had never paid her romantic attention. He saw her as a classmate, nothing more. Zoe saw Tom with Amy and felt a burning rage. She thought Amy didn't deserve Tom, that she was controlling and horrible, that Tom deserved someone better, and in Zoe's twisted mind, that someone better was her. Zoe started stalking Tom on all social media. She created fake accounts to follow him without him knowing. She saved all his photos, took screenshots of his stories. She knew his complete routine without him having any idea that he was being observed so obsessively. One day, 2 years ago, Zoe discovered something interesting. She saw that Tom had posted a screenshot of Talking Angela on his Instagram story with the caption, "This cat knows me better than anyone." It was a joke post. Tom played with the app sometimes when he was bored. Zoe had an idea that at that moment seemed brilliant to her, but that would turn into a nightmare. She downloaded Talking Angela on her cell phone. She played with the app for hours, learning how it worked, what kind of things it said, how it interacted with users. Then Zoe did something calculated and sick. She created a fake profile on Instagram with a username related to Talking Angela. She put a profile picture of the cat, made it look like a fan account of the game. She started following Tom. From that account, Tom saw the follow request. Did it seem funny to him that someone created a Talking Angela account? He accepted. Zoe started sending him direct messages from that account, talking exactly how Talking Angela would talk, using cat emojis, making jokes about reading his mind. At first, Tom replied as a joke, thinking it was a bot or some friend playing around. But Zoe was smart. She started to personify the account, to reply with specific things about Tom's life that only someone who knew him would know. Zoe sent him messages saying things like, I saw that you argued with your girlfriend today at lunch. You look sad. Obviously, your girlfriend doesn't treat you like you deserve. Tom was left confused. How did this account know such specific things? Zoe explained that it was Talking Angela's magic, that she could see things, that she was connected to him in a special way. It sounded ridiculous, but Tom, as a teenager, started to find comfort in those conversations. Talking Angela never judged him, never accused him. She just listened. As weeks went by, Tom started telling Talking Angela things he didn't tell anyone else, like how Amy controlled him, how he felt trapped, how he wanted to break up but didn't know how. Zoe absorbed every word, planning her next move. Talking Angela started telling Tom that he deserved to be happy, that Amy was toxic, that he should move away from her. Tom started to trust these pieces of advice. He started to see Talking Angela as a confidant, as a friend who genuinely cared about him. Then, 2 years ago, one Friday night, Talking Angela sent a different message to Tom. I want to meet you in person. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel a connection with you. Would you like to see each other? Tom read the message confused. He knew it was impossible, that Talking Angela was an app, not a real person. But then Talking Angela explained, I am the creator of the app. I use this account to meet fans. My name is Angela. I really live in your city. We can meet up if you want. Tom processed this information. It sounded strange, but also exciting. Meeting the creator of the app, who had been his confidant. Zoe had investigated completely. She knew Tom loved mysteries. He loved unique things. She sent him a photo of Angela, which was actually a photo of a model she had found on the internet. A beautiful girl with long hair, a friendly smile, completely different from how Zoe actually looked. Tom bit the bait. He replied yes, that he wanted to meet her. Angela gave him the address of the place to meet, a cafe that was in a less busy area of the city. She said it would be Saturday at 8 at night, to go alone, that it would be a special surprise. But fate intervened in an unexpected way. The Friday before the planned meeting, Tom left his cell phone unlocked on the table while he went to the bathroom. Amy, who was with him, took the cell phone and started checking his messages, something she did frequently without permission. Amy saw the conversations with Talking Angela. At first, she thought it was a joke, but as she read more, she saw that Tom had developed an emotional relationship with this account. She saw the messages about meeting up. She saw the photo of Angela. She saw the address of the place. Amy felt a mixture of jealousy and alarm. Something about this was not right. Talking Angela was an app, not a real person. Someone was catfishing Tom. Someone was manipulating him. But who and why? Amy confronted Tom when he came out of the bathroom, showed him the messages, asked him what all this was. Tom got on the defensive. He said it was his private life, that Amy had no right to check his cell phone. They fought hard. Tom yelled at her that he was tired of her control. Amy told him that this was a trap, that it was obviously a catfish, that he shouldn't go to that meeting. Tom told her she was jealous, that she couldn't stand him having a friendship with someone else. The fight ended with Tom leaving Amy's house angry. Saturday arrived. Tom was still determined to go to the meeting. Amy had sent him 1,000 messages begging him not to go, that it was dangerous, but Tom ignored them all. He dressed well. He left the house telling his parents he was going to the movies with friends. Tom sat at a table waiting, pulled out his cell phone, and sent a message to Talking Angela. I'm here. Where are you? The response arrived immediately. Change of plans. Come to the address I'm going to send you. It's a more private place where we can talk better. Tom, standing in front of the house, felt a chill. Something definitely was not right. He pulled out his cell phone to send a message to Angela, asking if she was sure about the address, when he heard a voice behind him. Tom. Tom turned around and saw Zoe standing there. Zoe from his school. the girl who always looked at him weird in classes, but with whom he never talked much. Tom said, "Zoe, what are you doing here?" Tom tried to step back, but then 3 boys came out of the shadows around the house. They were schoolmates of Zoe, older boys that Tom vaguely recognized. One of them was Zoe's older brother. Another was Zoe's boyfriend, whom Tom didn't know existed. "What is going on?" Tom asked with his voice trembling. Zoe got closer. "I brought you here because you need to understand something, Tom. Amy doesn't deserve you. I love you, truly. I have been in love with you for years, and tonight, you are going to stay with me until you understand that." Obviously, Tom deleted all his social media. He never touched Roblox or Talking Angela again. The app remained associated with the worst trauma of his life. His parents put him in intensive therapy, but the emotional scars were deep. What is most disturbing is how Zoe used something as innocent as Talking Angela to manipulate him. The app itself is harmless. It's a game for kids, but in the hands of a predator, it became the perfect tool for catfishing. The story reached local news. Media reported about a teenager kidnapped by an obsessed classmate who used a popular app to lure him. It made many parents question what apps their children used, who they talked to online. This story has critical lessons. First, if something feels like a catfish, it probably is. Tom ignored all the obvious red flags. Talking Angela being a real person, asking for an in-person meeting, changing the location, everything screamed trap. Second, never go alone to meet someone you met online, especially to private or isolated locations. If you are going to meet someone from the internet, do it in a public place during the day with a friend who knows where you are. Zoe served 3 years of her sentence before being released with strict supervision. She is in mandatory therapy, medicated for obsessive-compulsive disorder and other disorders. She has a permanent restraining order prohibiting her from getting close to Tom. Give it a like and subscribe for protection. This terrifying story teaches us about catfishing, about dangerous obsessions, about trusting your instincts. Tell me in the comments, would you download Talking Angela after this? Do you trust apps that talk to you? I want to read you. Take care. Be careful with who you talk to online. Never assume people are who they say they are. Tom trusted Talking Angela and spent 5 days kidnapped in a basement. Zoe used an innocent app as a weapon to manipulate and kidnap. Don't let something like this happen to you. Your safety is worth more than any curiosity. See you in the next video.